It's that time of year again, and we once again have your winners of the d.i.c.e Awards for, of course, the very prestigious titles such as Game of the Year and way more. Unsurprisingly, Overwatch took a bunch of award time, as did other games like Uncharted 4 and Inside. However, let's go through the winners, shall we, and start off with the Game of the Year, and unsurprising to anyone ever, it is Overwatch. They also went on to win the Outstanding Achievement in Game Design Award. However, for the Outstanding Achievement in Game Direction, it went very deservedly to Playdead for their fantastic work with Inside. Now, unsurprisingly, there was a couple of awards dedicated to virtual reality. It's still, a very burgeoning aspect of gaming, yet to really take off, but it is getting recognition, of course, and we have one award for the Immersive Reality Technical Achievement, which went to Eagle Flight, which of course is Ubisoft, developed by Funhouse. Yet to delve into this game myself, but apparently it does some really interesting things when it comes to dealing with motion sickness. You think with that particular game it would just be Motion Sickness City, but apparently it uses some pretty nice tricks so that you don't feel ill at all, which is definitely good. And for Immersive Reality Game of the Year, we of course have Superhot VR. Very, very well deserved. That game was pretty much built for VR without actually being built for VR. It is one of the few games to really, I think, be exemplified by the platform. Moving on, however, to the Mobile Game of the Year. Unsurprisingly, went to Pokemon Go. I say unsurprisingly because, well, it's insanely popular, not because I really feel like it's that brilliant of a game. I kind of don't, to be honest. I uninstalled it about 3 days after getting it to see what the fuss was about, but, it's popular and a curmudgeon like me isn't going to stop that. As for Handheld Game of the Year, I definitely don't disagree, as it went to the fantastic Pokemon Sun and Moon. Now, the d.i.c.e Sprite Award, which unfortunately has no explanation as to what that actually means, went to Inside again. Regardless, I'm happy to see that fantastic game being awarded, as of course it did win itself my personal Game of the Year award, or was one of my games of the year for last year. If you give my video a watch, somehow you missed it, I do have a whole video on that. However, we have yet another award going to Overwatch. I did say they took a few, and this one is Outstanding Achievement in Online Gameplay. However, we're also seeing another fan favourite being awarded, with the Strategy and Simulation Game of the Year award going to Civilization 6, and from what I've seen of that game, it is very well deserved, and from all reports it is one of the best Civ games on launch, because usually with that series, you want to wait for an expansion, or, a few months to go by, but apparently it's actually worth getting at launch, or at least it was. It's supposed to have been a while now, so I'm happy to see that as well. Sports Game of the Year went to Steep, which I have not played, because I don't really play sports games, so that shouldn't really be surprising to anyone here. However, RPG Game of the Year went to another one of my picks for Game of the Year last year, and this was, of course, Dark Souls 3, very, very well deserved indeed. Kind of going into unfamiliar territory now, with Racing Game of the Year going to Forza Horizon 3, Fighting Game of the Year going to Street Fighter 5, and Family Game of the Year going to Ratchet and Clank. Not really played any of these, to be honest. Street Fighter 5 I've tinkered with a little bit, but not really my thing anymore. I used to be really into fighting games when I was younger, but not so much anymore. However, as for Uncharted 4, that did take a few awards, as I said. It took Adventure Game of the Year, as well as Outstanding Technical Achievement and Outstanding Achievement in Story. However, Overwatch, as well as taking the actual Game of the Year, also took Action Game of the Year. However, for Outstanding Achievement in Sound Design, not Game Design, Battlefield 1 took the award, but there is still hope in the universe, because Doom won the Outstanding Achievement in Original Music Composition, and I think I would have rioted if they hadn't won that, because that is one of the best soundtracks in years. To finish up, however, we have Outstanding Achievement in Character going to The Last Guardian for Trico, and yes, he is absolutely one of the absolute best aspects of that very flawed but very beautiful game. And Inside gets yet another award for Outstanding Achievement in Art Direction, 110% agree with that one, and Uncharted 4 finished things up with an Outstanding Achievement in Animation. So there you have it. You've heard my opinions and feelings on all of the winners. I'd love to hear your thoughts on who you think should have won on any of the categories you disagree with. Personally, I feel like most of them are pretty accurate, and a lot of the ones I personally have no opinion on, but the ones I do, I'd say, yeah, agreed, but I'd love to know your opinion, of course. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.